Hello everybody, welcome back to King Blaine here. We're gonna play some more Drive Beyond Horizons. I'm starting right on time. Couple more minutes late. Yeah, I started right on time. 5:15. Still 5:15, and that's my Twitch schedule. Now it's 5:16, but I started 30 seconds ago. So I was on time. Nobody can say I was late. Just very, very close to being late. We finished his car. Got it on here, right? Yes. Okay, so our next goal is need to do a dada. Dada. Right? Easy tricogical station golf must go. Yes, we need a dada and these two vehicles. How the fuck did I get speed boost there? Oh, on the track. We are hungry. Why we grabbed all that food a while back.
Is the chat bot not working?
Apparently not. Let me go change some stuff. See if I can get it working. Let's see if I can fix it. Oh, let's see if that's fixed. Test. 1, 2.
I believe it was his 14 or 15-point plan. Test 1 2 1 2.
Alright.
Tin hype,
Chat
tin
bot
hype, tin hype.
is working now.
Hi. Test 1 2 1 2.
Chat bot
Hello.
is working now. At 4:15, I was still on the road on the way home, so I popped on the Discord. Yeah, that was 4:18. Yeah, I posted that message as I was getting ready to leave work.
I put those in there because since you play UAD, I thought you might be interested in the BB game.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, that's all that was me checking Discord before I head home to see if anything had happened. After that, I started heading home. I got some beer that I can drink, and got in my door, took a...
President Wilson's ambitious plan for peace
shower.
consisted of 14 points, which he hoped would lay the groundwork for a more peaceful world. Well, something did happen last night at 2 a.m. I saved another person's life.
Well, who was it this time?
Stay tuned for in-game updates and events that you won't want to miss. We're here for you 24/7, providing non-stop entertainment and crucial information to enhance
Who was
your
it
gaming
this time?
experience.
Last time it was
So,
me.
Sit back, enjoy the
You made
ride,
me
and
go
let
to the
Horizon
doctor.
Classic be your soundtrack.
Bastard.
Happy listening, everyone!
Our temporary move-in who had to move in because of her shitty landlord retaliatory kicked her out, which is illegal.
Well,
She was having a stroke.
at least she should win in court pretty easily once she's
In her
recovered.
mid-85.
And that's just really shitty. And yeah, landlords are pieces of shit. I ain't never met a good landlord. Like, they give up their morals the second they start renting a property. All of them. Every single one. And they do a lot of illegal shit, and they usually get away with it. Hopefully, you guys can really pin him down for this.
Not all landlords are, there's a lot of them. but there's also a lot of good ones. It's
I-
about 40/60ths.
Like I said, I've never met a good one. So off-road and hills. Off-road and hills did not work out very well for me here, because all these cliffs spawned in after I got here. Launched the
And
cars.
this time we can prove it's retaliatory because it was directly after her son won a lawsuit against the landlord.
Ooh, then that is good news. Really good news, actually.
I really wish that truck's light bar would attach to this truck and work.
I wish a lot of things. Mostly that this was my job.
Unless, is there a separate button to turn that bar on?
Not that I know of. As far as I know, it just doesn't work.
Like the police lights.
No, there is not. I have to go over here and turn off the hazards on the truck. So it doesn't drain the battery.
What truck is that with the light bar?
It's supposed to be like a Toyota.
Sometimes you have to take the lights out and put them back in while the light bar is attached.
No, I know the light bar works. I've got it working. He meant put it on my truck. It might actually let you do that now. Would have to find another one.
I really wish we could get those to work on the big truck.
Like I said, it might work on the big truck now. Oh look, aliens.
Make more lights so you can see better.
Couldn't shoot him down.
I don't think you can kill it.
You're right. So if I look up and open the rocket launcher, I'm now upside down. Interesting bug. Ooh. Confused the fuck out of me when I went to shoot the alien with the rockets. But cool, nonetheless. Give me the money. Is there any more money? Give me more money. Give me more money. We do need a lot of money now. Cool. Water.
According to Quick Search, yes, you can attach a light bar to
Yes, I
any
know you
truck
can-
and
I know-
turn it on.
I know you can attach
Because
it to
the
any
game
truck.
allows you to freely place attachable items anywhere on your vehicle. You can mount a light bar onto any truck's roof or mounting point and activate it.
Huh. could take a shit ton of green neons, huh? I found a quick way to get neon green lights. Who would have known? But no, I know you can mount anything to anything. It's just like how we were putting the cargo rack on top of the cars. I do have a couple 100 hours in this game. It just didn't use to work. You used to take this off and put it on there and it wouldn't work. That was fixed a while ago though. But yeah, you can take any part off of any car and put it on anything. I already knew that. I mean, this is season 3 of this game. I know just about everything there is to know about this game. And have done just about everything.
I was just trying to be helpful.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to come off like an asshole. I probably did come off like an asshole. I wasn't trying to come off like an asshole. I was trying to come off kind of snarky, but it probably backfired. I'm not good at being snarky or sarcastic. It always just comes off as me being mean.
Ultra-durable barrels.
That's why I don't do it very often.
Anything except an AK-47 bullet. Our barrels are engineered with the highest grade materials
I wasn't
and
trying to
precision
come off like a dick.
to endure the harshest conditions and toughest challenges. Explore the strength and resilience of Barrel Max's barrels today, but please don't shoot them with an AK-47 if filled with gasoline.
I blame the fact I've had 17 beers. I downed almost a whole 20 rack on the drive home on the highway. Which, by the way, don't drink and drive, kids. It's bad practice. Drink!
USS_Grey_Ghost played Drink for 100 channel points.
Yeah, I've had a lot of beer already, is all.
Not alcohol though.
I mean, this is just Red Bull. No, this one's alcohol.
Oh.
That one's alcohol.
Rust isn't on, correct?
Yes, I already checked. That's why I was just a couple of seconds late. Well, I wasn't actually late at all. I even showed it on the stream. I started right at 5:15. Now I got a nasty loogie in my mouth now. Ugh. Whatever is going on with my lungs.
Bless you.
Thank you. Now when I cough or feel like something's in the back of my throat, it is a solid white discharge now. I don't know what it is. But it is very thick and viscous. And it comes up whenever I cough or anything. I can't imagine it's the most healthy.
Well, time to join the attack of the dead men.
Oh yeah! I could see myself as a dying Russian soldier. I bet my lungs could take some mustard gas for a while. Yeah, speaking of things my lungs can take, I would like a cigarette. Very, very much so. So I'm going to have one.
Armed with a Winchester 95 lever action.
Ooh. That does sound nice. I want the, shit, what is it? There was an Ottoman rifle. It was made in a caliber that just doesn't exist anymore. That caliber is gone. Just not made, period, anymore. But it's an Ottoman rifle, and I really like it. But since it's a non-existent
Oh,
caliber
the
now.
Russians used them, and despite being in the mud and being a lever action, they were fairly reliable and came with bayonets and stripper clip loading.
I love a good stripper clip. Hey, yeah, our truck tires just popped. That's why it went everywhere. Got it.
All right.
In fact, what they're sold in the US because not all of them made it over to the Russians in World War I. Be aware, though it uses the same caliber ammunition as the Mosin Nagant.
And as he's the sound designer and
Yeah, I
music
do know
producer
that.
for Drive Beyond Horizons, he's actually writing this as I speak. So think of it as concealed advertising. And you know
Where's
what?
the road?
I don't care because musics are copyright free, so I deserve
Oh, it's
at
in
least a
front
follow on Instagram. And I can do anything with the radio. Like, for example,
Yep, we need
so please respect my authority.
money.
And by the way, that's the kind of thing I'm
Money, money,
releasing on my Spotify.
money.
I could make you a few
It's time to
stripper
get back to
clips,
retro
but I'm not your type.
You're not my type. Hey, if I ever get famous, I will dance on a pole for Patreon. It won't be pretty, it will make people go blind, but I will do
I
it.
don't think they would fit your dick size anyway.
I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that. Is it an insult or a compliment? I'm confused at this point. You know what? We're just gonna drink that question.
I'm talking to Josh.
I don't know if he would know how to take that.
Either.
Is that an insult or a compliment? That's still confusing. Tell you what, we're just gonna drink to that one.
Could be both.
I had a
I also don't know how to
horrible day
take
at
it.
work. By the way, if you can't tell. Hence the whole, definitely not drinking and driving 17 beers on the way home down the highway. Oh, and they gave the trucking job to somebody that started 3 weeks ago. Which sucks. Because that guy that started 3 weeks ago now just got a $5 an hour raise. But he has prior experience with the job. That's why they gave it to him. He's drove a truck before. I know how to drive one, but I have not. I was really counting on that raise. Huh. Oh, everyone's big update comes tomorrow. So we're probably gonna play Everwind a lot of the rest of the week. just a fair warning. Because it is a massive update and a lot of things come. New enemies, new arrows, new stuff.
That makes sense if he has prior experience with the truck driving that they would promote him. I know what you're hoping for, a drill.
I don't think we're getting a drill. He doesn't have much prior experience. He drove a box truck for 2 months. I've drove a box truck before and I've drove it longer than that. But my experience is not verifiable. His was verifiable. It's not like we're driving a semi. We're just driving a large box truck. Here, I could probably find a picture of one.
U-Haul truck.
No, it's Kenworth. It's a Kenworth. Trying to see if I can find an image.
No, I mean in that size.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, absolutely in that size.
A six-wheeler.
Yes, it is a 6-wheeler. It's a 90-something Kenworth. A 90 or an 80. '80s still had the square nose. This was a triangle, so it's '90s. There it is. Here it is. 94. Let me pull it up from here. These are the trucks I'll be driving. It had the longer bed, though. It had the longer bed, and we had 2 trucks. One was a flatbed, one was a box truck. But they were both 94 Kenworths. But it had the 24-foot bed instead.
A 12-wheeler then?
Yes, 12-wheeler, sorry. So, just below CDL. I wouldn't need a CDL to drive it. But it's right there on the edge. And it has a 5-speed manual. Yeah, that one right there. The one with the bigger box truck on the back. So 94 Kenworth. Those are what I was going to be driving. And I would only ever have to hit 3rd gear because it was all in-town deliveries. But yeah, that's what it was. So it's not like I'm driving a semi. It's not like I've got a trailer. And I drive
Steals it and uses it in a tractor pull roll.
Well, I drive a full-ton truck anyways. My normal truck is a ton. Not a 3/4 ton.
It's a half semi.
It is a truck on a semi chassis. That is what it is by definition. By definition, they are a super heavy truck.
Hey, soda lovers, let's talk about
Just like
choices.
the
You've probably heard of cola.
F650s, the Ford
F650.
F650.
Claiming to be the real deal.
It is
Well,
a
let's get real for a
semi
moment.
chassis
Do you know what's in
with
that
a
can of
truck
cola?
frame.
Loads
Or
of
a,
sugar,
I mean, it is a
artificial
truck
junk,
frame with
and
a
recipe
semi
that's
chassis.
been around forever. Sounds outdated, right? Introducing
That's all it
Pepsi,
is.
a soda with a different vibe. We're not here to blend in with the sugary crowd. Nope. We're here to shake things up. Epsi is all about crisp taste, natural flavors, and none of that.
And I
artificial
drove a
nonsense.
deuce and a half
So next
for
time
a
you're
while.
reaching for a soda,
That is a
think
bigger
twice.
truck. Well, A deuce and a half is about the same size as
Fact
that.
that the car from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was actually real and it drove.
I have seen that car, and yes, I do know it is also real.
Transform your space
The
with
most
vibrant
people
colors
say
and
it
durable
sucks
finishes
to
that last.
drive.
Paint Pro is your partner in achieving impeccable results,
I have also
no
heard
matter the
that.
task at hand. Elevate your painting
gotta move the
experience with
trucks
Paint Pro
around.
today. Available in a variety of colors and
This.
formulations.
Don't
to suit
care,
your
it
needs.
looks cool
Visit our
as hell.
website or your local hardware store and unleash your creativity with Paint Pro.
Me, I want another deuce and a half. I haven't drove a deuce and a half now in 11 years. I could see if I can find the deuce and a half I drove too. Quick.
I know what truck you're talking about.
Well, there's a lot of different variants. There's the M35s, A4s, A2s. It is a 2.5 ton
Still
truck,
in
though.
use by some militaries, I believe.
Still in use by the U.S. military. They've tried to retire it, but they've failed at retiring it. I believe it was an M35A2 that I was driving. Yeah, kind of like this one.
Reminds me of the A10.
Yeah, I drove one of these ones. It had the flatbed with the grates. It did not have the fucking netting on it. And I would like to own one of these and drive one again. It has been my favorite vehicle to ever
Canvas.
drive. That is the one thing I can safely say, if I ever made it famous, that is the one thing that I would buy, if you want to call it a luxury item. Them trucks are only between $10,000 and $22,000. They're not expensive to get. They're everywhere because they made so fucking many of them. And parts are everywhere because they
Turns
were
the
used
back
for so
into
long.
a mobile streamer unit lol.
Oh no, I would keep it normal. The only thing I would update on a deuce and a half if I got and owned one again. I didn't own the last one I drove. I did not own it. But if I did, I'd put a Bluetooth speaker in it. That's the only thing I would change. Bluetooth speaker and some subwoofers. But otherwise, I would not change a goddamn thing. I'm not putting a different engine in it. I'm not gonna lower or change the frame, nothing.
I would have thought of stronger diesel.
It doesn't need a stronger diesel. The engine in that thing is a fucking monster. Hell, the engine in that truck can run on peanut butter with just a little bit of oil. Like, that engine will outlive you. I reckon you could throw that engine off the Golden Gate Bridge, let it sit in the water for 20 years, fish it up, clean it, put it back in a truck, and it would fire.
Drives it around with holes patched with Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, yeah, no, that engine can run with a fucking... there was reports of it in World War II, of that engine running with a fucking cannon, just a full shell that had gone through the engine block and it still ran. It was only running on like two or three cylinders, but it still ran, still moved. Like, it is a monstrous engine that was built for durability above all else, and it is so easy to work on.
I couldn't resist the Korean War joke.
I understand.
To all
Them
our
trucks
fans,
could
we've
run
got good
on
news for you.
anything,
We have it
everything,
on good authority
and
that
on
a new
extreme
Toyota car
damage.
is being exported to our country. It's going to be a pickup truck, and we look forward to seeing it in our catalogs. There's a rumor about a drift car, but we're not sure yet.
Yeah, that's
However,
one of my few
nah, I'm
regrets
just
in
kidding,
life.
I don't know.
When
But
I left that
what if
company,
I know, and I don't want to tell you.
they offered me the
Nah,
chance
I
to
really
buy
don't
the
know.
truck from them.
Or am I lying? It
And
doesn't matter. Only time will tell.
I
Anyway,
didn't
back
do
to
it
the
because
music.
I was going to have to take out a loan to do it.
Classic.
They weren't charging me very much. I just didn't have enough saved up. And I wish I would have fucking done it. If I could go back in time, that is the one thing I would change. I would have bought that fucking truck and left with it. Like, that is a lifelong fucking regret I have. And I do hope that before I die, whether that's near or far in the future, that I am able to own
Light
that truck.
bar.
I'm grabbing it, don't worry. Looks dumb as fuck, but it'll go on there. Alright, this is the last car we need. So, we have all of our cars now. Now we just need to finish these 3 cars. And then once we finish...
And if you can get it to turn on even better.
It should turn on. Like I said, they patched all that.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Revolving Light newscast update from Kingbling Gaming's chat room. Revolving Light at us_grey_ghost is on a historical weaponry kick, sharing insights on the Winchester 95 and its Russian ties. Collision meanwhile, at Judge Mister's taking playful jabs, sparking a banter about truck sizes and U-Haul dreams. Delivery truck running dash the chats revving up with talk of military vehicles and even a mobile streaming unit. Stay tuned for more high-octane fun. Video game satellite dish. You're missing a light in it.
I am, but I don't have a light to put in it. So we'll have to find one. Hey, do you notice I forgot something? I noticed.
Is it just my internet acting up, or is the stream glitching a bit?
Let me tab out. It looks fine on my end. Looked fine on my end. But I think it's your internet.
Must be my phone being fucky then.
It usually is. All we've got to do now is finish those 3 cars, and then we got to get all the cars cleaned and painted, which should be pretty easy. That should be a quick job. That'll probably
You
be...
can't buy individual lights for that bar in the store, can you?
No,
Twitch
I
Mobile
can't.
can be a little fucky sometimes.
All right,
Indeed.
Desert Devils, let's take another call. Are people afraid or what? Finally, I almost fell
But
asleep.
this light's
Hi,
pretty
it's
common.
Samantha.
You find
My
it pretty
boyfriend
often.
and I are having
So we'll get
issues.
some more
Sweetheart,
lights
unless
for
your
it.
boyfriend is a car, I'm not interested. Save the drama for your mama.
But I really need.
What you need is a bucket of ice
I
cream
know
and a better
that,
show to
but
call
in
into.
this
You know
case,
what?
I
just
don't
happened
think
is
it's
the reason why
mobile, I
no one
think
cared
it's
about
just my
And what
phone.
just happened is the reason why in less
I
than 24
switched it to
hours,
pure
your boyfriend and I
LTE,
will
it
fuck
seems
on
to
the
be
backseat of a
going
Mustang.
better.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Pure light, huh?
Alright, let's get back to the tunes before I lose my sanity.
That data is keeping its brakes on for some reason. Also, Judge, how you been, buddy? I don't think I've seen you go live in a while. Busy with work?
Sadly, you can't remove the handbrakes and put them in the trunk. Tired lol, that's why.
Oh, tired. Oh, it happens, man. Hey, look, at least I'm always here, and I'm almost caught up to you now. I'm getting there. You're a little over 100 followers. I think I'm at 80 now. No, I'm at 76. I lost a couple of followers. Oh, they're probably bot accounts that got terminated. I remember I was at 79 the other day.
I see 75.
I see 76.
I don't dream in somehow I got 8 followers on
76.
YouTube.
My YouTube is not growing at all. Every now and then I do get a message on one of my videos.
I don't stream.
You don't have to. You make a nice comment on a video at some point and somebody's likely to just sub to you one day. It happens. I will take your front bumper. You don't need your front bumper. I will take your headlight. Going through this fence is gonna get aggravating. Wow, I'm just gonna shoot above twice. Go. Got a direct path. Now give me your grill. Under the hood. Got everything. Rear. Need taillights and stuff. Need that door. Need that door. No rear lights. Front window, back window. Back window. There's one we've already got. Damn. Ooh, I might need these. These little side rails that go on here. Yep.
I think my highest uploaded comment on YouTube is 257.
I have no idea what mine is. I haven't a single fucking clue.
Upvoted.
Upvoted, uploaded. Close enough, ain't it? This goes on the front, didn't it? Yes. 3 pedals? 3 pedals, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3. place for some money. Don't mind if I do.
And it's a comment about on a video about to summon human help break coffee pot.
Seems pretty good to me. I think I'm gonna have to give it a key.
My comment: if you need British military assistance, break tea kettle, teapot. Notice: British military assistance only recommended for those in need of being colonized.
This room. Fuck this room. Make sure they knew that. Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Alright. Damn it. Oh! Horizon Express quests.
Somebody posted additions to that. Break a random pot if any Terran military emergency response is needed. Break tea pot to call a British army. Break beer pot to call a German army. Break wine pot to call a French army.
Why would you call
Break
the French army?
cola pot to call a US army. Break K-Vass pot to call a Russian army. Break green tea pot to call a JSDF army.
I'm gonna say one of my favorite jokes about the French. Why would I need the help of a bunch of surrender monkeys? It's one of my favorite jokes about the French.
My original comment is 2 years old, and I just got a comment 3 weeks ago on it.
I got a comment on an 8-year-old.
I still hate that joke because of the fact the French held Dunkirk while the British evacuated.
I won't deny what happened, but it is funny as shit.
So it's the British who are the cowards.
Does that really surprise you?
However, the British civilians weren't.
I don't know, I like the French military. like World War I, they were given fucking wine as a standard ration. Why? Because they were being sent to die. So why shouldn't they be allowed to drink? It was awesome. They treated their soldiers very well.
The French had one of the most reliable WW1 MG.
Yes, they did.
They also had one of the least reliable.
Also true. Speaking of least reliable in French, I would love to have a chaw shot. One of my favorite guns, and something I would very much like to have.
All right, thrill seekers, let's see who's brave enough to call in next. You're on the air.
This is Tom. Just wanted to say some idiot cut me off.
Tom.
Hey!
Sounds like someone needs a chill pill. This isn't your therapy session, buddy.
Seriously, you
Hey,
Almost
my
doesn't
friend,
count,
that's fine.
Tom. Welcome to the road. Now, grow a pair and drive.
That's one I'm talking
All right, I
about.
need a
That's the
break.
least reliable.
Anyway, time for some music to cool you off.
You know, the chaw shot wasn't actually that bad. It was the magazines that was the biggest killer. Because it was an open clip. Dirt, grime, anything got in there and caused it to jam.
Yay.
And they did fix the magazine. It was just too little too late. The project was already abandoned.
Also, it was very flimsy.
They fixed a lot of the flimsiness too in the gun in the last few models ever made. They used a stronger metal and everything. Like they fixed a lot of the problems. It's just the project was too far abandoned for it to matter anymore.
I mean, the magazine was very flimsy.
Yes, it was all, when it came to the whole magazine ammo feed system, it was poorly thought up and flimsy. They fixed all of that in the last variants of the Chaw Shot magazines. They made more magazines and fixed the problem. I think they only made like 2,000 or 3,000 of them, but they did fix the entire problem. But the project was already deemed abandoned and everything. There was nothing else they could do. But I love that gun. I've shot one in real life at an arms show. I love that gun.
French tube-fed WW1 rifle.
Yeah, I love that one. But yeah, Chaw Shot, Deuce and a Half. Those would be the only two things I'd ever own if I actually had money. That would give away that I had money.
Buys the quick change barrel bar.
I don't think I'll be firing it long enough, consistently enough to need to quick change the barrel.
Introducing
But
Rust
maybe.
Pen, a revolutionary rust-proof brushes for cars. Protect your vehicle against corrosion and preserve its pristine condition with our advanced brush
Oh,
technology.
I'd also get the
Actually, it's just a
belt-fed
brush.
modification
Who
for
cares?
it.
Does anyone really think we spent 9
That I
years
have looked
developing
into.
this in a secret laboratory? Absolutely not.
Marry the
It's
two.
from China. We simply added a wooden handle, which is why it breaks so often. Anyway, you can find them everywhere. No need to promote them anymore.
You're making me the closest you can make a man to moist. We should stop here.
Or you could just recreate the Stinger MG from World War II.
Yeah.
Quality and tradition. They make a thoughtful gift for special occasions, or a stylish addition to your own collection. And because you don't get
Another
caught in
beer.
ecology, you can find them
Or
everywhere
another
on the
cigarette.
ground.
Beer. Cigarette. Beer.
I don't know why you're going A when it had the same rate of fire as the MG42.
Motherfucker!
USS_Grey_Ghost
I
played.
just didn't
Blink
like it.
mother.
I didn't like the
For
way it
10
looked.
channel points.
That's it. I just didn't like the way it looked. That's it. I have no bias or complaints about it. I just didn't like the way it looked. I prefer the way the MG19, the MG21, the MG42, the way those looked.
It looked that way because it was thrown together on the way to Iwo Jima.
I know why it looked that way. I've done a little bit of research into it. Just not my cup of tea, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a good reason for it. I don't have any bias for it.
Plus, if you replicated, it would be the only functioning replica in existence since none of the originals exist.
I still think somebody has an original somewhere in a garage, in a box, maybe one of their grandkids at this point, and it's just not out there in the open. But I do think somebody has one.
Definitely looks brighter with that light bar.
Just like all the lost artifacts of World War II. I am convinced
Need both lights
somebody
to be
has,
sure.
I'm convinced somebody has the Ark of the Covenant in a private collection somewhere. I mean, it's been proven before that a lot of shit that people thought was gone was in a private collection of a millionaire, billionaire, etc.
Good luck finding the amber room since it was literally broken into pieces and they find some of those pieces once in a while.
Okay, the amber room I agree with you on, yeah. I think it is destroyed. But I do think people have the pieces in private collections.
Sometimes they find the pieces not in people's
Hey, listeners, we've got a caller
collections,
who sounds
but
like he
as
stepped
people
right
selling
out
it
of a
as
sci-fi
junk,
movie.
I
So who's on
believe.
the line?
I have heard that, yes.
Jack, listen to me carefully.
Wasn't some of the pieces just found in a random Indian street stall? Am I misremembering? Combine.
I don't know that.
It's hard to know anything. I try not to talk about things I don't know or have full confidence on. Does not always work, but I try not to. Damn it, I meant to hit the garage door and I licked the power plug instead. The van was a valid sacrifice. Make sure zombies did not come any closer to me. I think sooner or later they'll find all or enough of the pieces of the amber room to put it more or less back together. Just enough time has to pass. Because they, like I said, they do find pieces of it now and then.
Doubtful, because all the expensive pieces probably were sold off as jewelry.
Maybe. It's hard to tell. Nobody can predict the future.
Because a lot of the most valuable stuff was the gems and jewels in the amber room.
Yeah, but I think they could find a lot of them. Bill. Like, a lot of that stuff will eventually be able to be figured out.
Transform your car into a stunning light show with Lumier's underglow neons. Dive into a sea of vibrant colors that will illuminate every turn and turn heads wherever you go. Don't just follow the trend. Set it with Lumier's neons. Whether it's for a nighttime city cruise or to light up your vehicle on the track. Make an impression every time.
Yeah, I'm more confident of the Ark of the Covenant reappearing than I am the Amber Room.
Local dealer to discover how to light up your journey.
I'm about 99.9%
The pinnacle of automotive refinement.
positive that the Ark of the Covenant isn't a
Viewers
private collection somewhere.
STREAMBOM.
You gotta be shitting me. Viewersstreambomb.com. You, sir, are a worthless piece of trash. I hope you know that. Worthless piece of shit. Lock, ban.
We have different models. Just like the
If I could get my hands on the stupid motherfuckers
best sellers
that are
is the
making all these bot accounts and just setting them up, I would do unspeakable things to them that would put me in prison just for talking about. Because I've about fucking had it with dealing with them. I cannot and will not describe what I would do, but just describing it would put me on a watch list and possibly a few months in a psych ward. So fucking tired of that piece of shit.
Oh, so you would be Japanese Unit 735. I believe it is. Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream.
705 or
Thank you.
707?
Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Which groundbreaking 1968 science fiction film
it was
took its
731.
inspiration from Arthur C. Clarke's short story, The Sentinel? Find out when the ads end in about a minute.
That was 731.
Maybe it was 71.
No, it was 731. And no, the shit I would do to them would make what Unit 731 did look humane. It would make the Russian sleep experiments look humane. That is a threat.
That would be very difficult, considering they cut people's lungs out and then sewed them back up, and looked how long it took for them to die.
I wouldn't let them die. Nope, wouldn't let them die.
The cinematic masterpiece that emerged from Clarke's narrative is none other than 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Peel their skin layer by layer. Peel off the outermost layers of their lungs. Feed them acid. Watch their stomach dissolve out. And patch the hole. And keep them tube fed so they can keep surviving. I would do unspeakable things. Why? Because you're just going to be a parasite on society. Then you deserve to die a very, very horrific death. That's all I consider them people. Run them fucking bots non-stop.
Right,
Are
Desert
parasites
Rovers.
and
Who's next on the
annoyances.
line?
Hey, it's Jen.
You get annoyed by an ant or a spider. What
Well,
do you do?
Jen,
You fucking
finally
crush
someone
it.
with good taste. But come on, give us something juicy. We're dying out here.
I guess I don't have anything juicy.
No worries.
Oh, you're feeling
Jen.
frisky. You
You're
got a
still
can
our
of
favorite
spray
for today.
paint around.
Okay, Jen. What
With
do you want to hear
spiders, you can
next?
sit there and spray paint the spider. They'll run away, leaving a trail of paint until it starts to harden.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but this one will fit, I guess.
My mind is not a safe place for anybody who earns my ire. think I might give them a lobotomy. Cook parts of their brain, make them eat it. I'll make them go insane.
You can't lobotomize the brain dead.
You're right. They are brain dead, so I can't do anything to help them there. Well, I'm sure some of them have family. Lobotomize their significant other, kids, parents, whatever. Make them eat that. They can be brain dead and still eat that. That might make them feel some kind of regret. Might. It's unfortunate that's going to cost somebody unrelated their life as well. But
Okay, Mr. President.
that's the price I'm willing to play. Price I'm willing to pay, and I'll play ball with it. Oh, I would make a horrible president. I mean, for one, I don't like kids. That was a poor joke. I should probably cut that out of my video. I'm not going to, but I probably should. Shit like that will get me banned off of Twitch and YouTube. I need to watch what I say on that. No, I don't have the backstabbing, silver-tongued politician piece of shit to be a president. I would be too upfront with everybody and I would cause wars.
Why one president had a relatives lobotomized.
Get back to... No, no, no. Blockers. Where'd that engine I throw go? I couldn't be a president. I'll be too ruthless and cold-blooded.
Let's move on to something else.
Death sentence would be back on day 1, and there would be a lot of people gone on day 2. A lot of people gone. I have a horrible feeling that if I was a president, it would turn into a fascist dictatorship so fast that you would not be able to believe it. And I would absolutely crown myself king, so it would actually be more of a monarchy. Fuck elections. You guys can have elections back when I die. More so, even still proving my point. I would be a horrible president. And like I said, I would not do all this backroom dealing and gambling bullshit. There would be just war. And given the day and age we live in, it would probably turn into nuclear war, which nobody wants. So I just can't see a viable future where I could be president. If this was pre-atomic bomb, I could somewhat visualize it. But I am too blunt and to the point of a person to play political games in the modern day and age. I would either overpower the rest of the world altogether, or we would end up in nuclear Armageddon. There is no in between. I can't stand a lot of the shit that's happening in the world right now. All this ID age verification bullshit going around is also just a horrible idea. It's just gonna give them total control and be able to watch you nonstop. It's not a good idea. It's a very slippery slope. We're heading towards the book. What was it, 1981? Just essentially Big Brother is watching. And people nowadays, especially the people in my generation,
I don't think it's gonna work out like they think.
I hope to God it doesn't. I hope that they grow a couple of them brain cells back and stop
with
this.
the age verification thing.
Introducing Barrel Max's ultra durable barrels, built tough to withstand anything.
Meta right now is trying to push it into everything.
Our barrels are engineered with the highest grade materials.
Meta's trying to make it mandatory
to endure the harshest conditions
to even play
and
anything.
Challenges. Explore the strength and resilience of Barrel Max's barrels today. But please don't shoot them with an AK-47 if filled with gasoline. Or you know what? Do it. But don't tell your mother. At least don't tell her that it's me who told you that. Because yeah,
a lot of the shit's already passed. It's just a matter of them implementing it.
Uses a VPN.
VPN does not do a lot. I mean, VPN does a lot compared to nothing, but it does not do a lot. Because they're pushing it in every country around the world. You could set your VPN to be in the UK right now, and you would have even more restrictions. It's just being pushed globally. I don't know. I grew up listening to all these conspiracy theories and going, yeah, you know what? That sounds like it could be true. And then within the last decade, they've admitted that every fucking one's been true, one after the other. Yeah, I never trusted the government to begin with, but whatever. I don't trust the government. I don't trust either party. If anything, I'm unaligned. I don't really trust anything. It's 6:32 already. You know, I think how far I swing one way or the other, and just the general kind of depressing attitude I have on a lot of things, is one of the other reasons why I grow so slowly. Like, I am not even a glass half full kind of guy. I am that glass is fucking quarter of the way empty, or
right, thrill seekers,
3/4 of the way empty kind of guy.
Next. You're on the air.
This is Tom. Just wanted to say some idiot cut me off.
Tom.
Hey!
Sounds like someone needs a chill pill. This isn't your therapy session, buddy.
Seriously, he almost...
Almost doesn't count, Tom. Welcome to the road. Now, grow a pair and drive. All right, I need
Drink!
Anyway, time for some music to
You're a Red Bull.
USS_Grey_Ghost played Drink for 100 channel points.
Red Bull. Gives you wings! Oh. No, it didn't give me the wings. It gave my bottle wings. Oh, it's flying. It's flying into my mouth. I love beer. You know, with those 3 beers, counting what I've already had before stream, I'm 20 beers deep. No wonder why I'm on all my conspiracy theory shit again. I'm 20 beers deep. And my gut only feels like it's gonna explode a little bit, because it's so fucking packed full of liquid.
Drink, bitch!
USS_Grey_Ghost played Drink 8 each alcohol variant for 200 channel points. 21.
Yeah, I think I'll have that cigarette now. I've been trying to chain smoke a little less. My God, do I enjoy the taste of a cigarette. Lucky Strike especially. If a tobacco company wants to sponsor me, Lucky Strike. Give me my unfiltereds back, and I will smoke a carton a day for you. Please. I want my unfiltereds back. I don't need anything off this car. I think I need the gas cap. Yeah, I made my Twitch able to have, what you call it? 18 plus ads, so like nicotine, alcohol. I even made it to where I'm open to the sponsors from those places. And I won't encourage smoking. But I will sure as fuck smoke a carton if you give me Lucky Strike unfiltered. I know what I like, and what I like is that. Lucky Strike unfiltereds are the GOAT! Don't start smoking, kids. It's expensive, it's bad for you, it's bad for the people around you. Some other shit. I don't know. If you're smoking an unfiltered, I can't say it's bad for the environment. Because an unfiltered cigarette will break down in like 2 days outside. Less if it's rainy. It's the filters that break down really slowly and really badly.
Please stop dropping your cigarette butt. We're trying, the pigeons are eating them, and we're trying to get them to quit.
You know, I can't say that. I'm a smoker and I smoke a lot. I do not understand why people just grab their butts and flick. That's not just even being lazy. That's just you being a stupid piece of shit. I don't get it. I am a smoker and I've smoked almost my entire life. I come from a family of smokers. That butt doesn't have to go out your window. Doesn't have to go into a parking lot. There are butt cans everywhere. You can take the drink that you just finished and put your cigarette butt in that. Even if it's a plastic bottle, you put it in there and shake the bottle. It will go out. It won't melt through. I don't know why people just throw their butts everywhere. It pisses me off because I've worked at companies that have banned smoking on their property because the other employees quit throwing their cigarette butts into the parking lot. Like, I understand newer vehicles don't come with a built-in ashtray. Go buy one and put it in your cup holder. You're gonna be a fucking smoker. It's not that hard. You're gonna be a smoker. It comes with some basic responsibilities.
Hey, look at that squirrel one I posted. Neither a cigarette or a squirrel is dangerous. You grab one end and light it.
Look at that one I posted. Let me go look at it. Where'd you post it? Barstools? I don't see anything in Barstools.
Memes section of Discord.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have a meme section. Yeah, I didn't make the meme section. It was requested, so Deep Sleep Guest made it. Where is it? Scroll up for a little bit, huh?
Have to scroll up a bit.
I am. I'm still working on it. Almost there, I think.
Good try looking under posted by me. Could.
Problem is, you post all the memes. Hey, you posted a bunch of chowder and fucking, shit, what was the name of that one? With Flapjacks and Knuckles. I can't remember the name of that show. Cool memes. Good pull. Oh, that's one of my ships exploding. Damn, this is up here, huh?
Something about adventures with Flapjack.
Yeah, it was something adventures with Flapjack. Man, it's gotta be up here. Ooh, Bud Light, you're smoking a stogie. You know, why am I doing this myself? You guys should be able to watch too. Don't speak French. That one got me a chuckle. I know, I'll make a series called Meme Review. It'll be totally new. And rest in peace, Chuck Norris. It'll be totally new and unheard of. Definitely not done a million times. Danny DeVito is the king with his magnum dong. Oh, look at that. Brother Monroe. This is weird. Korea Extended Camp. That's probably from the other mod. God damn, how far up was this? I bet Judge has that book. Oh, I forgot I can't laugh. Oh. I scrolled all the way to the top. I never saw it. 357mm handgun. I had to have gone past it because I never seen it. Sorry. Jump to the present. Yeah, you play War Thunder, don't you? You know, Gray, if you ever want, we could play War Thunder together. I'm pretty sure you have cross-platform with PC. And I would play more War Thunder, but I don't like playing it alone. I get bored and aggravated.
Found it, it's under bar stools. I thought it was memes.
Ah, you sent me to the wrong place.
I just posted it under memes.
Okay, I'll go look. Nope, wrong one. Cigarettes are like squirrels. They are perfectly harmless until you put one in your mouth and light it on fire. Look, I am very against anti-smoking, but at the same time, I'm very pro anti-smoking. I really don't know how to put it. I come from a long family of smokers, and I enjoy smoking. I don't smoke for the nicotine hit. I actually enjoy the taste of my tobacco. But I also understand the health problems, especially secondhand smoke. Because I've watched a family member of mine who's never smoked a day in her life get secondhand lung cancer from smoke because her husband smoked like a freight train. So I understand it fully.
You don't care if people don't smoke, you just don't like people shoving anti-smoke down your throat.
Yeah, I suppose that's it. Like, I don't think smoking should be something that everyone is always, fuck you, fuck this, you shouldn't smoke. But I do think smokers need to be away from the general public, like smoking sections and stuff. Because it is bad for other people. But I don't need the anti-smoking shoved down my throat. And I am going to chain smoke. I'm going to light this cigarette with this one.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. In the shadowy corners of King Blaine Gaming's chat, at us_grey_ghost is a lone wolf howling at the moon of age verification woes full moon. They sip from the digital flask, playing tunes of drink, musical notes, while crusading against cigarette butts
Digital
littering
flask.
the streets like fallen soldiers. A squirrel's tale unfolds in the Discord alleys, and amidst it all, a meme mystery is solved under the flickering neon sign of bar stools, chipmunk running dash.
Ooh. I've got probably this much left. And this is absinthe. It is House of Habsburg blend absinthe. So it's like 99.6% proof alcohol. It is very strong and very good and very much my favorite. And this is the last of it I got. I take probably half a swig of this every day until the bottle is empty. I used to keep it on my person, but I drank too much when I kept it on me. And that shit is expensive. Holy shit, is it expensive. But I love absinthe.
We could have stayed like that forever. Another fire's turned to cold, and the mist.
You know, I got a buddy I work with who's an alcoholic. I might take that to work tomorrow and let him have a swig.
Did you see the one about the tree you got arrested by a British officer who is drunk?
Maybe. Maybe. You know, I bet we're running out of diesel again. I need to stop at that place. That place always has diesel. I bet we're running out again. Let me just find out. Are we? Yeah, we're running out of diesel. No diesel barrel, really? There's gotta be one inside. There she is. Let's see, engine oil next. I'll need some of that too. Diesel. I should top up the engine oil, yeah. There's some more diesel. I'm not gonna fuck around with 3 liters. I need the engine oil. take that for normal. But I imagine engine oils get pretty low too at this point. Probably check coolant too. Okay. Yeah, I am horrible for doing this in real life too. Sitting there and letting my truck run while I fill it with gas. They say you ain't supposed to because it can explode, but I do it almost every time I get fuel. And there was one time I even pumped my gas with a cigarette in my mouth because I forgot I had a cigarette in my mouth. I pumped fucking $80 in gas. Got in my truck and left with a cigarette in my mouth. Hell, I went inside and paid for my gas with a cigarette in my mouth. I don't know how they didn't chase me out or anything. I don't know, maybe it was the really I'm gonna fucking punch you expression I had on my face because I was pissed off that day. I walked in, 80, pumped 6, paid, and walked out.
Diesel is not very flammable unless it's made aerosolized.
I was pumping gas, not diesel. My truck is a gas truck. That's why I said gas that whole time. Oh, neck. Oh, damn. Neck pops. God. Yeah, I really figured. I don't know, I guess it was overconfidence. But I really figured, hey, look, I'm a streamer who drinks and smokes on camera. I really figured I would grow a little bit faster. Just because it's something different. People are so used to seeing the big, great smile, fake fucking persona. I figured I would grow a little bit faster than what I have been. But I guess that it really was overconfidence and misplaced confidence. But I was really hoping that, like, oh yeah, because at the very start there, I shot up to like 30, 40 followers pretty quick. I was like, oh wow, I'm growing fast. I was like, you know, maybe in a year, I could have this be enough income to where I could work a part-time job.
Revolutionary rust-proof brushes for cars.
That obviously didn't
Protect your vehicle
happen.
against corrosion and preserve
we're
its pristine condition with our advanced
almost
brush technology.
over.
Actually, it's just a
From
brush.
when I started
But who
streaming,
cares?
we're almost
Does
past the
anyone
year
really
now.
think we spent 9
No, we
years
actually no, we
developing
are
this in a
past
secret
the year since
laboratory?
I first started
Absolutely
streaming.
not. It's from China.
And
We simply added a wooden handle,
I'm not even at
which
the
is
point
why
where
it
I
breaks
could
so
say
often.
this is a
Anyway, you can find them everywhere.
potential
No
income
need to promote them
source.
anymore.
It took a year till I finally got my first payout. That was only $61.
You want to know what it's
And
like to
I
run
posted it
faster
on
than
Discord
ever
and everything.
before with our brand new energy drink. You'll shatter all speed
I really
records.
I don't know.
Ready to push your
I think it was
limits
just
and outpace
overconfidence.
your competitors.
I guess I thought I was special. And I'm nothing special. I'm a regular dude. The only thing special about me is, I don't know, maybe special ed. Got a lot of health problems. But that's not really special anymore either. Everyone's got something wrong with them, and they always leave it because health in America is expensive. Hell, a fucking single ambulance ride can make or break somebody on bankruptcy. I don't know. I really had this overconfidence and bravado that, you know, if I really keep at this, don't miss a stream, don't miss a day, and just be myself, that I would grow a little bit faster. And that's when I started to come to terms with that this is more like a lottery pool than anything. You've got to be a lucky motherfucker for people to notice you and take off. And I'm not. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna quit. I enjoy doing this. It helps me de-stress. I share all my problems. Probably the closest thing to a therapist I'll ever go to.
There's a banyan tree in Pakistan that has been chained and officially arrested since 1898. This happened when James Squid, a British officer, thought the tree was moving towards him after drinking alcohol.
Man, I was one threatening tree to be arrested this long. Hey, you know what? That's probably a pretty well protected tree at this point. Give it another couple hundred years, we'll find out it was just a druid in disguise. A fucking treant or something. Speaking of treant, I bought... Give me a second here. Where are they? Yeah, right here. They were on sale as a deal. It was only like $16. So I've got all three of the Warhammer games, 1, 2, and 3. Is that something you guys would like to see a series on, or should I just keep that as something I do in my own time? I don't have all the DLCs, so I can't play or do everything. I only own the base games of 1, 2, and 3. I've heard 3 is the most complete, but 2 has the most shit. I pull over, eat, drink.
I only know the very basics of those games.
See, I only know the very basics too. And by very basic, I mean, I know next to nothing. I don't know how they play, I don't know how they work. I've watched a couple of funny videos on them by, yeah, what was his name? He does, how would I describe him? I can't think of his name, and I don't know how to describe him. He did like,
Hi, we've been trying to reach you about your car.
1 to 3 or 4 hour long videos on it. And they were like challenges, like making this guy an unkillable monster, or making the worst unit good, beating the game with one unit that is dog shit by
It along the
min-maxing.
lines of an RTS game.
Keepler, I think that's his name. I know it's an RTS game, I know that. But I think the guy whose videos I've watched on it that made me want to get the game, I think it was Keepler. Let me find out. Yes, it was Keepler. This guy. And he plays a lot
I
of games.
kind of wish you to get that Space Marine when I told you about. You could get.
I mean, I have to wait for games to go on sale. I make $16 an hour. Just my rent every month is an entire week's worth of pay.
I kind of wish you could get.
I just don't have the money. I can spend
But you said it's too expensive, plus the most expensive one would probably be the best one to get if it's on sale.
Yeah. And that's my problem is at the end of the month, if I save little bits here and there, the most I could afford is probably like a $50 game. And I thought about looking into, what's it called? Forza 6?
From what I've seen others play it, it's fun.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 6. But that game is $70 for the fucking base game. I don't
The racing game?
care. Yes, the racing game. I don't fucking care what game it is. The base game should not be $70. That is fucking stupid. Almost everyone I know or talk to at work has been playing that racing game.
Even the one I showed you how detailed it is, the base game was like $50 max.
I know, and that's my problem is I don't have that kind of money. I don't make enough. And bills keep going up. I own a trailer. It's a shitty trailer in a trailer park. It was burned down. We put new walls in it, new windows.
But I was comparing it to the racing game.
Oh, I
not
know.
Through if you could afford it.
I know. I'm just explaining here so that people have context. For anybody that watches the YouTube video later, I own a trailer in a trailer park. When I first moved in and I bought this place, the lot rent, because I don't own the lot that the trailer sits on, was $250. That is what the lot rent is. The lot rent is now $550. It has increased exponentially. And it's not been over several years. It has been over the last 3 years. My lot rent has gone up
100 cows gathered in the
more than $100 every year.
However, one of our reporters was apparently assaulted by one of them in an attempt to conduct an interview.
But my pay hasn't gone up. It's gone down. I went from owning a house and working construction to owning a trailer and working in a factory making $22 an hour to working in a different factory after a knee surgery making $19 an hour. And then I lost that job after having another knee surgery because it was in their contract that they could terminate my employment as soon as I went into long-term disability. And I went to a lawyer and everything about it. It was a legal contract. It was legally binding. I signed it when I signed on for employment. So they were able to terminate my job as soon as I touched long-term disability. And then they fought for 49 days against me on long-term disability and cut my long-term disability too, because I refused crutches. The hospital did not have crutches big enough for me to use. I didn't refuse them, they didn't have them because of my size and stature.
Are you sure that lawyer wasn't being paid by the company, cause that contract does not sound legal?
It does not sound legal. I have a copy of it in my living room though, and it is legal. I could fight it, and I could try, and I would probably win, but the payout would be so minimal that the lawyer said he wouldn't take the case, and the lawyers I talked to that would take the case wanted more than what I would get for winning. So it was a lose-lose situation. I could fight it and I would probably win, but it would take a couple of years and I would lose more money than what I would make. For anybody wondering, the company I worked for is Spartech. They are
Some lawyer
shitty.
would take that kind of case pro bono because of how grievance that kind of thing is, but those are a few and far between.
They are few and far between. But yeah, the company I worked for was this company. Spartech, Better Plastic Solutions. They are a plastic producing manufacturer. They are the ones that have that written into their contract. I do not know if that is every factory or not. But the one I worked at, I have copies of it. That was in the contract, and they
No
did
wonder
fire
they
me.
followed the Spartan traditions.
Yeah.
Only the fit are allowed to live.
Yeah, no, that's their motto basically. I have never in my life worked for a worse company than that place. And I still tell people, random fucking people I meet at gas stations and stuff, that like they're looking for a job or changing job station, don't go to Spartech, you'll regret it. Like, you want to talk about treating people like a fucking number, less than human. That's the company for you. Like, I was walking around with a cane.
And even if they see this, they can't see you because it's not slander if it's true.
No, it is not slander. And it is true. I was terminated the same day I went into long-term disability. And then they fought my long-term disability for 45 or 49 days. At 50, I think it was 55 days, it was automatic dismissal, and I would just get my money, as well as back pay. The other shitty thing is, they stopped all payments while they were fighting me on disability. And since they won, they had no legal obligation to reimburse me for the 40-something days I had just been fighting them with no income. So I just lost over a month of money. Didn't get it back, nothing.
Quench your thirst with convenience and choice at our beverage vending
I ended up having to pawn a bunch of
Whether
shit
you're on the go
just to
or
keep
taking
a
a
roof
quick
over my
break,
head,
our
and I had to
machines
go
offer a
back
wide
to work
selection
while I
of
still had a
refreshing drinks
handicap
to
placard
suit
in my truck.
every taste and preference. From classic
I
sodas
was wearing
to energizing sports drinks,
heavy
our vending
brace
machines
and
are
bandages
stocked with your
around my
favorite
leg to keep
beverages.
my legs straight,
Each selection
so I
is
could go work at
carefully
this lumber
chilled
mill.
and ready to enjoy at the touch of a button. Join countless others who
'Cause
rely
I
on our
wasn't
vending
allowed to
machines
work.
for convenience and satisfaction, and mouse click on one of
My
them to
doctor
get the
never
most
even
I'm
released me to work.
surprised you didn't try an app. Appeal.
I didn't have the time for an appeal. I had no money left. I was behind on rent. I was getting ready to lose everything. I needed a job, so I got a job. Took me less than a week. I was out of time, out of money. Hell, at that time, I even tried setting up a GoFundMe. Didn't work. I mean, I'm a random motherfucker on the internet. Why would a GoFundMe work? But I did try it. But I was very, very close to losing everything. And yeah, I did sit there and stare down the barrel of my handgun a few times and contemplate whether it was
2 minutes.
easier to just blow my brains out or not. I obviously didn't blow my brains out. Instead, I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep streaming, keep focusing on this. I'll work through the pain, and I'll get over it. Fun fact, I haven't gotten over it. And the pain just gets worse every day. My back hurts, my knees hurt, because I've had 3 knee surgeries. And now I'm facing other medical problems. But it ain't gonna stop me. I'll be damned if I stop. It's gonna have to fucking kill me first. If I am one thing, I'm a man of my word, and I'm committed. I said I would do this, and I would be around as long as I'm alive. That means that even if one day I do make it famous.
The quote, "The Twitter devil's suicide is not the answer, outlive your enemies."
Outlive my enemies? They're a billion-dollar corporation. I can't outlive that. That's foolish. Ain't possible to outlive them. I don't mean to hate on you there, but that's just not possible.
No, but you cannot live the people who wrote that kind of contract.
Fuck, they're probably already dead. If they're not, they should be. Yeah, the way I looked at it is,
And in a desert, supposedly
I'm just
as a
gonna
result
be
of a bacteriological infection.
horribly, horribly
The effects are said
depressed.
to include excessive
And
rage and aggression,
be in
loss of
pain
speech
every
and
day,
consciousness.
and I'll get over
But
it.
according to the authorities, there's nothing to worry about as the area is under quarantine. So there's nothing for us to
And
worry
that's
about.
all I've done
Anyway,
is just
don't
sit
worry,
there
we'll
and
take
get
our
over
minds
it.
off things with some music.
Classic.
Very good at getting over things. And I've gone on a lot of rants today. It's probably 21 beers, that's probably why. If there's one thing I do a lot of,
Ask those Primehe's nerves are slowly dying off. Ask Ghost Prime.
yeah. Yeah. Like I said, everyone's got... I've never been one to sit there and preach that my life is so hard. Well, I was looking behind me.
Last I really talked, he really needs a wheelchair at this point.
I've checked in on Ghost Prime's videos quite a few times, and yes, he's not doing great. 255, whatever.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned guys. Holly Golightly, Truman Capote's iconic character, found solace and inspiration gazing into the windows of what famous New York establishment? Find out when the ads end in about a minute.
But yeah, I've been checking in on Ghost on and off. And yeah, he is the
According to
definition
his
of...
Discord, he's also not doing terribly.
I know, but it's like right there's a good definition of people have it worse than me. That's why I've always been one to sit here and say, I will get over it. Like, I was on a ventilator fucking dying, and I got the fuck over it.
Hey there, listeners. Welcome to Horizon Classic, your ultimate companion on the road. I'm Sarah, and I'm here to bring you the best tunes.
Of course, it's partially down to his military service, he thinks.
I think
2 hours.
I think it's more related to his military service than he thinks. Because I come from a family of people who have served in the military. And
The
lot
luxurious
of the
jewelry store was Tiffany
they
& Company,
say
famously featured in Capote's Breakfast
not
at Tiffany's.
service related, is always service related.
So sit back, enjoy the ride, and let Horizon Classic be your soundtrack. Happy listening, everyone.
Yeah, we are at 2 hours, huh? Alright, I'll find a spot to pull over and end the video. Yeah, this is about... Anytime I start to get a good buzz or drink, I start to talk a little bit more on shit. Like, I don't get belligerent. I can't say I don't lose motor control. Getting up and trying to go to the bathroom is a stumbly walk, to say the least. But I don't get stupid. I don't get belligerent. I don't say a bunch of random shit. I just talk. I lose a little bit more of my filter. But I'm an 18+ channel anyways. What the fuck do I care? Yeah, that's why I try to... I do bitch about my body hurting every now and then, but I do always try to play it off as I'll get over it.
To quote Jim Carrey, mumbler.
Yeah, mumbler. Yeah, I keep losing my train of thought here. Like I said, I do complain about my injuries. I do complain about my body failing or being a piece of shit. But I know there are significantly more unfortunate people than me. While I am in pain every day, I can still get up and move. I can force my way through the pain. I've still got...
When I get on the tangent, I can go and go and go without intentionally doing it.
See, that's what I've done. I've done a lot of that this video. This whole video has been more or less one big long tangent. That's because I drank so much before I even started. And we're looking for a place to stop. I haven't forgotten.
I have Cow playing Rim World, and Dre FTW play BF6.
Flip a coin and figure out who you want me to go with, while I sit here and find a place to stop. I would probably go to RimWorld though, just because I like RimWorld.
Time to answer our fans.
Hi, I'm calling because I'm having steering problems with my steering wheel. I don't understand.
Did you notice that you had several types of steering wheel?
No.
That's the first problem. You're an idiot.
Well, thanks.
If you want better steering control, guess what? Find a better steering wheel.
You should mention it somewhere.
It's already been mentioned on our Discord, which you can find all over our networks.
Let me try Discord. Hello? Well, I don't like Discord.
All right, let's escape with some killer tunes instead.
Yeah, just rule of thumb I can give to anybody. There's always somebody more unfortunate than you. Even if you're gonna be a pessimist just like me. Keep that in the back of your mind. Your life is not completely fucking shit. If you're still able to move, then you're already doing better than a lot of people.
Dre.
Alright, we'll go to Dre. I was gonna stop at that place, but it's on a hill. Trying to stop
I've
somewhere
noticed
flat.
all people say it's 50 to 50 the coins when you flip them tend to land the side up. That is the side up when you have it on your hand.
I've heard that too, actually. I think right here on this flat ground is a good place to stop. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Well, no, wait, there's a building up there. We'll stop at that building. I was just going to stop right here in the road. We'll stop at that garage instead. Yeah, like I said, I am not even a glass half full kind of person. I'm a glass 3/4 of the way empty kind of person. But I still know people have it worse than me. And I try to keep that in mind whenever I complain about my own shit.
Motherfucker!
USS_Grey_Ghost played.
Hey, you know
Blink
what?
Mother. For
One
10
more
channel
beer
points.
for the road. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. So I hope everyone has a good day, good night, good life, and take it easy out there, y'all.